Little distractions can have big consequences. Inattention affects every driver every time they get in the car.
Indeed, it's killing many West Australians.
When you're behind the wheel, keeping your eyes on the road may seem like an easy task.
We've lost far too many West Australians on our roads.
But a distracted driver is a dangerous driver.
It only takes a second, unfortunately. We can be distracted, turn around, or just lose our concentration. Unfortunately, that 1 second can be fatal.
It's responsible for more deaths on our roads than drink driving and speeding combined, playing part in almost half of all road fatalities across Australia. 20 years ago, we were the best state in terms of our road toll. Now we're the worst. And it's inattention in the car that's costing lives.
43 West Australians or thereabouts would be alive each and every year, and we think that's a target we should strive for.
RAC's Pat Walker introduces the world's first attention-powered car, a vehicle that directly links your brainwaves to the wheel.
It can differentiate between whether you're concentrating on the driving task or whether you're concentrating on some other task.
Put simply, the car goes when you're paying attention, it slows when you're not, and it doesn't regain revs until you refocus.
And we hope we can save lives on our roads.
Here at the RAC driver training track, researcher Michael Hilliard is putting me through the paces, seeing how good I was at motor multitasking.
Wish me luck.
Texting and driving was a clear fail.
I only grabbed it, I didn't even touch it.
I didn't even get the chance to unlock my phone before the power went out.
Could you point me to Adelaide Terrace?
Glancing at a map for a moment, even at 40 kilometres an hour,
Just here.
I couldn't remain fully focused.
Oh,
That one.
It's there. But we've cut out again. Okay. Probably not a good idea to read the map
No,
while driving.
okay.
But my biggest distraction was sitting right next to me.
How many shoots do you go out on in a day?
Oh, it just went out.
That's the chatty passenger.
The chatty passenger, friend or foe? Just asking simple questions made me lost in thought.
And what's a good example of a big story that you covered recently?
Just cut out. So that was me thinking again.
That was a lower.
But I swear I was concentrating.
I think I'm a pretty good driver, but I think I'd like to test that.
So we followed a family on a real road test.
I'm sure it is so that my family can prove that while I'm looking at them and talking and driving down the road, that that's not a good thing.
The Happ family with mum Jackie, dad Miles and kids Finn and Iggy took a drive down to Busselton. Jackie confident she was the more attentive driver.
I really want to see how my husband goes on this, because he's a great driver, but sometimes he gets distracted.
Although Jackie might have thought she would have done better than Miles, I think, the data says otherwise.
Mechatronics engineer James Zaki tracked the brainwaves from the car behind and recorded the data. The results spoke for themselves.
We found Jackie to be quite inattentive a lot of the time.
On average, we are distracted once every 60 seconds. For Jackie, it was 2.5 times. And it wasn't the mobile or the map, it was all in Jackie's head.
She was quite distracted when she was trying to recall a story, like from her family or from the past, or if something that was dear to her. Like she would very quickly lose attention, and I'd see that clearly on the screen.
Lost in thought, Jackie's biggest distraction was herself, the daydreaming driver.
She allowed herself to get distracted with her stories when she was recalling the events, whereas with Miles, I think he was able to block out things or even still throw out some comments and still poke some fun at the family, but whilst keeping the road a priority.
Over half of car accidents occur on country roads, and 70% of those are single cars running off a straight stretch of highway. With the school holidays just around the corner, distracted drivers are the biggest risk on our roads. External distractions out the window are among the top 5.
An accident scene was one that was with one of the drivers. They were particularly distracted by an external scene.
Familiarity with the streets can make us content and overconfident.
Actively keeping focus on the road, like trying to engage yourself with the road and with the surroundings on the street.
We all know technology grabs our attention, but it's even the sound that can cause us to lose concentration.
When someone receives an SMS or a phone call, that can distract them.
The biggest concentration killer, the chatty passenger.
They can't really block that out. If they've got someone just, singing along to some song, that could distract them potentially.
So before you settle into your seat, gear up the GPS before you go. Plug in your iPod and pick your playlist early. Put the mobile and map away and keep the kids preoccupied.
We'd urge everyone, please pay attention on our roads, please look after yourself and your loved ones and make sure everyone arrives safely.